You can call October the lucky month for Manchester United because the Reds just won't stop winning. 3 wins in three. United now have got two of their own, the boss and the main man himself, both nominated for Best of October awards. Guys, it might sound small, but it's a huge deal. These players have suffered and honestly celebrate every victory because I feel both of them deserve to win these awards. Subscribe, like, and share. My name is Webb. This is the United of Sport. It's the late edition, and on this one, I just wrap up Carrington for you. I told you, Licha is back. The butcher is back to butcher them, and came with happiness, joy, excitement. Looked like he was not training as a defender, and I think we'll get to see more of that. We will understand what exactly Amorim is planning with him. But I do hope you're planning to come and understand the business of the internet. That should be the most imminent thing for you. If you're watching me, if you've been watching me, come learn how to earn. If you think you're in a country far away from me and you're not sure who I am, you're not sure will I take your money, go and Google about me, research about me. I don't take anyone's money. No, I'm really a legit person who studied, educated, was trained and educated internationally about the internet. I have worked on the internet. I live and breathe the internet. I think it was perhaps a calling because I was named Webb way back in school, even before I knew I would be doing things on the web, and you're watching me on the web. They say manifest it. Sometimes you manifest the things unknowingly. I thought about it and like, okay, people used to call me website because people didn't know what web meant. Web is Webster, but people would call me web, website, web, whatever, .com, web.com. Like, guys, little did I know that in my in my prime of my time, I will be earning and studying and living online. So, manifest stuff. Name your kids' names. Anyway, let's get into it. So, Mbeumo has been nominated among the best players of October. 3 goals and an assist. Those are 4 goal contributions in the month of October. Honestly, who beats that? If you look at the players he's competing with, the Brentford boy, Thiago, there is the Bournemouth kid, Junior. Then there is also he's competing with Julien Timber. I think Julien Timber is also competing because Arsenal kept 3 clean sheets in all their 3 games they won without conceding a goal, and they were all London derbies, by the way. They played West Ham, Fulham, and Crystal Palace, won all. So their best player apparently was a defender, Julien Timber. I don't see how that beats a guy who has scored 3 and assisted the other, one of them being at Anfield. Erling Haaland is also there. He also scored 3 goals, but honestly, I think it's Mbeumo's not to lose, really. Then for the coach, Mikel Arteta is there competing with Amorim, our own, who won all 3 games, like I said. Arteta did it without conceding a goal. But honestly, if I look at it, and the opposition, yes, not to say that the London derbies were small, not to say that Crystal Palace is a small team, but I don't think Palace and West Ham and Fulham are bigger than Sunderland, who are third, is it, among the top 4 now? But of course they are anyway. But Chelsea and Liverpool at Anfield. So I think even the manner in which Amorim won his games, I feel for me, yes, Arteta did amazingly well, but I think Amorim deserves this. So I think for me, it's going to be a memorable month. And you see, these seem like small things for these people, but imagine Amorim wins it. It's a feel good. These are young people. Even Amorim is a young manager. It's a feel good after going through a lot and you're not performing. People are questioning you. People are questioning your methods. You've brought a system that no one knows. They don't appreciate. People have not. It's been alien to everyone. People are fighting it. Results are not coming, but you stuck to it and things start happening for you and you're beating the defending champions in their home and people are now studying your methods. I think there's a feel good about it if you sum it up with a personal accolade for you, because besides the money, those are the things that motivate football people. The player of the what, man of the match. That's why those awards are there. So I think for me, that's good motivation. But even for the players, Amorim was speaking in the pre-match interview, saying that despite the 3 wins United has enjoyed, the players, and he was worried that he was going to see a complacent atmosphere. He felt they were actually more inspired and even stepped up the intensity of training ahead of ahead of the next game, not the trip to Nottingham. Now you can imagine, and now Licha returns at that exact time just to remotivate them, because Licha is energy reloaded himself. So I feel for me then, he says the intensity he saw in training is way higher than what he expected, than what we've seen before. That's a warning. Amorim is a bit like Ancelotti. He nearly says everything. So he is warning you that Nottingham expect no mercy. So I feel the Nottingham game is going to be mad. I've continuously said that Amorim is going to set the standards of the Premier League in terms of how intense you should be to win it. He's going to set the standards way too high for most of the managers. I will tell you, teams are going to study what Amorim does with these players, because they will be unplayable very soon, because that intensity is still going high. Yet it's already too high for anyone's liking. It's already destroying the defending champions, the holders, the log leaders were taken to footballing school with it. So I think for me, it's a good place to be a Man United guy. I think everything seems to be falling right. I mean, you cannot just suffer all through. Even the man above will either call you to go join him if you've suffered a lot. I mean, United has suffered enough that it should be the time now that things should start falling in place for these so many fans out there who are innocent in love with this club to enjoy life in a way. Because I learned, by the way, after my comments about Arsenal at times on my TikTok, and if you don't follow me there, I'll be live at about at 11:15 p.m. I'll be live on TikTok. That's on the 30th. So always there at the same time. So you can follow me on Web Daniel Sebastian on TikTok. Now, people there, after my, of course, provocations of Arsenal supporters, I saw that really these clubs impact on people's lives in a way you can't even understand. People will really attack you and fight you just because you spoke bad about their club. So that's how emotional football is. So for Man United, who have been through bad emotions for the most part of it, I know so many people who have not been watching United for so many years, and they're just getting back to watching football matches after winning at Anfield. They're now beginning to think, hey, you mean they are good? Okay, let's peep and see. I know quite a number. I'm sure you also know some. So you want to enjoy it when it's good, and if it keeps coming, of course the bad days, the hard days will still come again, but perhaps we won't fall as far off as we were in the past years, because I feel we've got a manager whose standards are at that level. I was listening to Oliver Glasner, the Crystal Palace boss, and the standards he has set for Crystal Palace alone explain why they are winning big stuff, and why this guy keeps winning from everywhere he was at Stuttgart and the clubs he was it Wolfsburg, where he coached before. Because this was a game against third string, perhaps Liverpool for the most part. He also rotated, but his expectations from the players were nevertheless that they need to play their way. In fact, it wasn't happening in the first 15 minutes or so of the game, where he felt Palace were not playing the way they should. Even when they were leading 3-0, he was still demanding the same of them. The standards for you to compete at this level have got to be consistently so high, and at times the coaches do not understand them, or perhaps if they do not know how to get players to buy into that and play and live by those standards. However Amorim does it, I think that's where the magic is for him, and of course the tactics. But anyhow, we'll leave it at this and wait for you. For me, I go vote for both at the Man United website. You can vote for Mbeumo and the coach. Let them win these awards and they feel good. Go into that weekend again with rhythm, so that we again don't see a Grimsby happening again and we all get shocked again. Okay, now this is a new law. If United dismantles ever again, it would be again setting us back to where we are, square one, where we wouldn't want to be at all. I just want to learn how to earn online. If I were you, that's what I would be saying.